Hi, friends. Okay, so my voice is a little bit better, still not 100% back, so bear with me. But let's talk about a couple things today. Let's talk about comp plan and let's talk about why for the last week I have had you guys focusing on kind of writing out, well, not kind of, but actually writing out your IPAs and like how you do them. So first, let's talk about the comp plan. Then at the end of this, let's dissect our IPAs and what we've done. So this comp plan video is going to be the basics of our comp plan. I'm not really going to go too in depth with it. Just because for me, I think that when you focus on the in-depth version of the comp plan, you get focused on numbers and you're just so focused on how to hit those numbers that you aren't actually being intentional with hitting them, if that makes sense. So I am not a huge lead with the comp plan type of person. Have I unlocked everything that our comp plan has to offer? Yeah, absolutely. But I did that before I even knew what our comp plan had to offer. And I know that that's not everybody's love language or the way that they run their business. And we have some people that are very number like oriented and they have to know like exactly how they're being paid on Tuesday. But if I'm being completely honest, that's stopping you from unlocking this comp plan because it's not complicated. And the more that you're like, well, I can't share the business until I know exactly how I'm paid, you're not working. So what does it matter how you're paid? You're not being paid because you're not working. So that's the type of mindset I have and the type of leader I am. But I know that you guys obviously want to know how you're paid and all that sorts of stuff. So I'm more than happy to explain the basics of our comp plan because we are paid so many ways. For example, last Tuesday, I looked at my comp plan or my paycheck just to see how I was paid on like one order. And I was paid 11 different ways on one order. Another order, I was paid 15 different ways on one single order. So when I tell you we are paid multiple ways, we are paid multiple ways, but it really does not matter if you're not having the orders in the system. Okay. So if you are one of those people who are like, I'll start working once I understand, you're never gonna be able to fully understand because the way I understood was by working and enrolling and looking at my checks and seeing all the different ways. Like I didn't even know I could be paid 15 ways on an order until I went into my into my checks. Like literally as a 200K millionaire here, I went into my check last week and I was like, how many ways can I be paid? Okay. I know what the comp plan says, but if we're being honest with check matching, depending on where somebody is in your organization, you can be paid multiple ways. So on one customer order, I was paid 15 ways. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I didn't even know that. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to know is that I don't know it all. You're not going to know it all. And we continue to grow and learn. But the best way to learn and the best way to figure out how to unlock things is by enrolling. Because the more that you enroll, the more that you're paid, the more that you can look at your checks and see how you're paid on it. Okay. So I'm going to screen share with y'all our comp plan. And this is directly from the cloud office. So if you're like, Lynn, where do you find that? Y'all use your cloud office. This snapshot right here, this snapshot, literally all of this picture right here, this is in the guides. Okay. So if you're asking me, oh, I didn't know the word. Okay, well, it's in the guides. All right. And this is a little bit of Lynn's love because let's be real, you just have to look for it. If you're not looking and you're just asking, well, you're being lazy, okay? So you just have to look because everything that you need to know is in the guides. So let's talk how we're paid because we're paid multiple ways. So the first thing that I want to talk about before we get into this main snapshot is obviously in your first 14 days we have our VIP bonus, right? So actually let me share the VIP with you guys before I get into this big comp plan. Let me share our VIP bonus with y'all before I get into the overall comp plan. Okay, so here is our VIP bonuses, right? We have 3 VIP bonuses. Last year, they added VIP 400. So this is only in your first 14 days. If you are out of your first 14 days, you don't qualify for this. It does not matter. I saw a question in the chat and it said, how many times do I have to hit VIP before I go to earn an auto bonus? That's not how it works, okay? VIP is only available to you in your first 14 days. If you are out of your first 14 days, you no longer qualify for these bonuses. but every 14 days is a new 14 days. And this is the structure that I personally go off of to enroll, because I would rather have the residual that I do than a $200 or $400 bonus, right? For me, my residual far outpays these bonuses, but this structure built my residual. So in your first 14 days, you have VIP 400, 800, and 1600. All of these condensed. So when you're working towards VIP 800, the work that you did for VIP 400 is already loaded into it. So VIP 400 is one customer, one promoter, with $400 in sales. So once you hit that, you get a $200 bonus, $100 product credits plus your commissions, right? Then VIP 800 launches, and what you did for the 400 is in here. So one customer, one promoter is already on your tracker because you did it in the 400. Now you add another customer and another promoter, that equals 800 in volume between all of the orders. So both VIPs, you get the added bonus. VIP 1600 starts with VIP 800 loaded. Okay. There is a whole breakdown of the VIP system in the guides. None of y'all qualify for the VIPs if you're watching this boot camp, because you're either out of your first 14 days or you've been here for years. Okay. So I'm not really going to break that down too much because you guys no longer qualify for it. And I have taught the VIP system, and so has everyone else, for years. So it's in guide 1 of the systems in our team page, and I have a breakdown of graphics, and I also talk about it. So make sure to utilize that if it's something that you need. Let's talk about what you guys do qualify for, which is our comp plan. Okay, so we are paid multiple ways. Just for example, we are paid on customer sales, our personal customer sales, and our personally enrolled customer sales. We are paid on promoter packs, our personally enrolled promoter packs, and our promoters. Plus, we're paid fast start matching and accelerated fast start matching on those promoter packs. I'll break all of this down. Don't worry, I'm just explaining all the different ways. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 ways right there that we're paid. Then we're paid unilevel sales. That's 5 ways. Then we're paid check matching, right? And check matching, you check match every single one of your personally enrolled. So if you are utilizing your waiting room, which if you don't know what that is okay, because I will teach you once you get to that point where you are a 12K and above working your waiting room, I will help you and teach you how to utilize that in a specific way to where you are utilizing team commission check matching to where you can be paid 15 ways on one order. Okay. That's how I was paid that many ways on one order, because of this check matching. So I will teach you how to use the waiting room unless you are a 12K and above running and working towards that 40 and 80. Really, your waiting room doesn't serve you any good right now. You want to keep building on your top line to avoid red legging, which I'll talk about also in this video. So if that is not you and you are just working towards 4K or you're working towards 12K, focus more on these aspects before you worry about your waiting room. All right. And then we also have our auto bonus at the second rank, which is 12K. So let's break these down. Okay. This is retail sales. So this section right here. Okay. This section, retail sales. So you make 20% on your personally enrolled customers. All right. So then you make 12% on your level 1, which is, so for example, Rob is personally enrolled to me. So he is a level 1, right? So I make 12% on his customers. Then say that Rochelle is personally enrolled to Rob. So that she's my level 2. I make 4% on her customers. Say that Christina Brill is personally enrolled to Rochelle. I make 4% on her customers, okay? Because she would be my level 3 customers. So if that hopefully that makes sense to y'all. So personally enrolled is 20%, your promoters customers is 12%, their promoters customers is 4%, and their promoters customers is 4%. That's an added on top of the unilevel sales that we make. That's added on top of promoter packs, right? Because these are customer orders. So customer orders, you make that off of the BV. What is BV? It's called bonus volume. So something about our comp plan in our business structure is we are volume per dollar. So our ranks are based off of our volume, which means they're based off of the dollar amount sold. So if you sell $300 or $320 in a couples pack, right? You are going to have 320 added to your volume, added to your rank. So that is something that sets us apart, because most Most companies in this industry, their volume is BV and they are paid off of less than BV. So what we are is our volume is our retail sales and we are paid off of the wholesale volume. So BV is normally about half of that retail volume. Just to give you an example. So if you are looking at your BV, you are looking at the volume that you're being paid on. Okay. So customers, we make that, right? But on top of that, we also make unilevel sales. So yes, on my personal customers, I make 20%, but I also, as a 200K, make an extra 8% on them. So overall BV for the week, you make an extra 4% or 8%, depending you're paid as rank. So if you bought an $800 pack and you're paid as a 200K, and this is why I love these $800 packs being paid as a 200K, is you are doubling part of your weekly pay. You are doubling one of the biggest sections of our income, right? Because whether you personally enroll or a leg was placed underneath you and its volume, you make all of the unilevel sales on that. So that's waterfall building. Okay. What is waterfall building? It means that if a leg is placed underneath you, you make commissions on the unilevel. So whatever that leg sells in BV, you make 4 or 8%. So that's why whenever the company launches promos and it can be paid as a 200K, I'm like, you want to be paid as a 200K because you are doubling the largest part of your pay. Okay. So from 4K, from brand promoter to 80K, you are paid 4% on all sales, an extra 4% on all sales. Okay. So your personal sales, you make 24%. Your promoters, customers, you make 16%. Your promoters, customers, you make 8% and then 8%. So it's an extra percentage on top of the sale. So that's what I was saying when I say that we double dip into our comp plan. Okay. We double dip into our comp plan multiple ways. So now let's talk about promoters and then I'll keep moving down into commission matching and all that stuff. Now let's talk about promoters. So our promoters, when you personally enroll a promoter or a personally enrolled promoter buys a pack, this is infinite. So this is forever. So I enroll a customer on a $200 pack, a $400 pack, or an $800 pack. I automatically make this amount. Okay. Well, say Rob is my level 1 personally enrolled and he buys an $800 pack. I make $140. It does not matter if it's his first order or 5 years into it. I will always make $140 on his $800 packs. I will always make $80 on his $400 packs. And I will always make $30 on his $200 packs personally bought. Okay. So this goes forever. And this goes all the way down to 4 levels deep. So again, say that Rochelle is personally enrolled to Rob. She enrolls or she sells a $30 pack or a $200 pack, a $400 pack, or an $800 pack. I make these off of her or anybody that Rob enrolls, right? Say she enrolls a promoter. Well, now that promoter is my level 3 and I make this amount off of those packs. Say that promoter that enrolls another promoter, I make this off of all of those packs. So you continue to make money off of promoters infinitely. Why are packs important? Not just because you'll make money on them, but it sets people up to unlock more parts of the compensation plan. Because here's the thing, if you're buying promoter packs, you're teaching your team to buy promoter packs. That is one of the largest parts of these are the 3 largest parts of our comp plan. Okay. Customers, promoters, and then the double dipping of the unilevel sales. Okay. But in the promoter side, the infinite fast starts, if you have 2 personally enrolled promoters to you, you are making an extra 10% off of this amount. Okay. If you personally have 8 promoters enrolled to you and you are a 4K and above, you are making 20% extra on these. Okay. So like for me, I have more than 8 personally enrolled promoters. So not only do I make this amount, but I also make an added 20%. Okay. On whatever pack is enrolled on every single Tuesday's check. So you have to think about how important promoter packs are. And I'm not talking about for me, I'm just using me as an example. I mean, for you and your check, if you want to give yourself a raise, go and enroll promoters. Go and enroll packs. Go and teach the importance of packs. Why? Because if you're giving yourself a raise, your downline is giving themselves a raise because they're taking your lead. The company knows how important promoter packs are, y'all, because they're adding incentives to our promoter packs. When asked are my biggest success tip, I said that I don't allow promoters into my team page unless they buy a promoter pack. Why? Because it sets you guys up for success. It sets you guys up to have higher checks every single Tuesday. And this is a prime example, okay? So this is the only part of our comp plan that doesn't get the double dip from the unilevel, but it does get double dip on the infinite and accelerator portion. Okay. So we talked about customers, we talked about promoters, we talked about double dipping. Okay. Now, a way that you can triple dip is once you hit that first rank in our company of 4K, you hit that first rank in our company of 4K, you automatically unlock team commission matching. What does that mean? That is an extra percentage of the unilevel commissions. So if you go and you look at your paychecks, I guarantee you the highest portion of your paycheck is going to be that unilevel commissions. Okay. That unilevel commissions is this section right here. So that's that double dipping section. Okay. And it's your team section. So when you hit 4K and above, and you have 4 personally enrolled promoters, you are making an extra 20% on your unilevel sales. So say that you make $100 on your unilevel sales, right? Well, you're adding an extra 20% to that with being a 4K and having 4 personally enrolled. Say that you, hi Tonka, say that you have 8 personally enrolled. Well, it's doubled and now you're making an extra 40%. Okay. So this is where that comes into play of your unilevel sales. And this counts, your unilevel sales includes any legs that are placed to you. Okay. So you are going to, so you're going to make that 4 and 8% on all legs, but you're going to check match on the ones that are personally enrolled to you inside of your unilevel team commissions. Okay. So that is, this unilevel section is your highest paying for a reason. It is all numbers double dipped on. Okay. Then you can triple dip on your commission, your matching. So if you are a 4K, you want to unlock your commission matching, right? You want to unlock that for Q&A personals. And the best way to have Q&As is promoter packs, because then you are also quadruple dipping on it. Hey babe, can you put these out for me before the mail person comes? Sorry. No, you're good. So thank you. I appreciate you. The next section of our comp plan is going to be our auto bonus. All right. That's at the second rank in our company, which is 12K, and you can make either 300 or 800. So that is right here. This is our auto bonus. Okay. And then we also have the elite. So what that means is if you have a qualifying car, you make $800 as a 12K. If you don't have a qualifying vehicle, then you make the $300 of the auto bonus. Okay. And it's cash paid to you, whatever it may be. And we have a lot of options for the qualifying. This is not updated. We have a lot more than just that. So it explains it to you. So that is the basics of our comp plan, like the very, very basics of the comp plan. Okay. So if I can tell you one thing to focus on, it's enroll customers and enroll promoters on packs. Watch your checks go up. If you want to know how to unlock the comp plan, enroll. That's it. And I know that that's easier said than done for some people, but y'all get out of your own way, get out of your head and just enroll. That's all it is. I can sit here and talk numbers with you guys forever, but what does it matter if you aren't earning? Like if you don't have a promoter, what does it matter that I'm telling you how much money you can make? You're not enrolling promoters. Go enroll a promoter and watch how much money you can make. Go, if you're not enrolling customers, go enroll customers and watch how you double dip on those orders, right? Watch how you can double dip on things by doing it yourself. That's how I learned our comp plan, and that's how I continue to learn, is by doing. So now let's talk about those IPAs, okay? Because part of this was enrolling, right? That's a big part of our comp plan. So I want you to look at your IPAs of what you did for the last week, okay? And I hope that you guys wrote down what you did, not just I did 3, 2, 1s. Okay, but how? Did you do them in your story views? Did you do them in your inbox? Did you do them on your notifications? Did you do them through your notes? Did you do them through the people that you follow? Like, how did you do them? And then I want you to look at your PPA for the last 30 days. And if it is not 5 and above, I want you to start switching up how you're doing 3, 2, 1s every single day, or whatever day it is for your focused. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to look at your interactions and how you are interacting. Okay, if you are interacting and doing 3, 2, 1s the same exact way, like say you're doing 3, 2, 1s on your story viewers, but you're interacting on your story viewers. Okay, well, you are not expanding for new eyeballs to get to your page. You are not expanding for people to get different conversations of people in your inbox. And here's the thing. I want you doing every IPA a different way. So if you're doing 3, 2, 1s on your story viewers, I want you to do interactions with people who are in your notifications or in your inbox, right? Or stories. Okay. So I want you guys to switch up how you're doing it. Make sure you're not doing 3 different IPAs the same exact way on the same exact people and then saying, I don't have people to do IPAs on. No, you have people to do IPAs on. You're just not looking in different areas. So I want you guys to look in different areas to do these IPAs, because here's the thing. If your PPA is not more than 5 right now for 30 days, your goal over the next 30 days is to get your PPA over 5. If your PPA is over 5, but you're not at 10, your goal is to get it over 10. If your PPA is over 10, but you're not over 20, your goal is to get it over 20. I want you guys to start working on doubling your PPA. But if your PPA is 0 right now, I want you to work on getting it to 5. And here's how you're going to do that: by switching up how you're doing your IPAs. If your PPA right now is less than 5, I want you to look at how you're doing your 3, 2, 1s and how you're doing your interactions. And if they're the same ways, then 1, I want you to assign different ways to do them. But 2, if you have been doing them in your inbox or through story or through followers, right, for the last 3 months. Okay, well, that's not clearly building anything for you. So I want you to switch up how you're doing 3, 2, 1s. Switch it to people who are in your notifications. Switch it to people in your stories, like in the stories that you can watch people's stories. Switch it up and start doing something different for the next 30 days. Assign how you're going to do it each week. So maybe next week, you're going to do 3, 2, 1s on your story viewers. You're going to do interactions on stories. Okay. Then the week after that, you're going to do 3, 2, 1s on people who are in your notifications, and you're going to do interactions on story viewers. Then switch it up. Okay. The week after that, you're going to go and do 3, 2, 1s on the people that you're following, and you're going to go do interactions on people in your inbox. Then switch it up. Okay. Each week, switch up how you're doing it and watch how new people are coming to your page. Watch how new people are in your inbox. I do not do the same IPA the same way every single week. I don't. I barely even do it every single day, but I also have a wide range of people in all of my areas because I've been doing it so long this way. So I want you to really get real with yourself and switch it up. Assign a way to do your 3, 2, 1s and assign a way to do your interactions for 1 week. Then the next week, switch it up. Do 3, 2, 1s a different way and interactions a different way. Then the next week, and this is going to be for the next month. So if you were doing this live, that's going to be for February. For February, I want you every week to switch it up, but I want you for February to continue to track how you're doing them, because it's going to make it intentional for you to look and see how you are doing these IPAs. And it's going to make it intentional for you to see if you're doing busy work, or maybe one day you literally didn't do anything and then you're mad because your PPA isn't at 5. Okay, well, if you want to unlock the comp plan that we just talked about, you have to do the work behind it. And that's going to come from consistency in these IPAs intentionally. being a robot or a hamster on a wheel, just doing a round of IPAs every single day is not building you a business. And I will never, ever, ever say that it will build you a business. Okay. I will never say that that is how you are going to build in this industry, because it's not. You're not going to build a business by being a robot or a hamster on a wheel, just doing 3-2-1s every single day. But you are going to build a business if you know how you're doing 3-2-1s and you're switching it up and you're being intentional with it. Okay. Not just busy work of doing IPAs because Lynn said that's how you build a business. Okay. Well, Lynn said you have to be intentional to build a business, and that's not intentional. So we're going to work on the next 30 days because boot camp is coming to an end. What are you going to do? Is it going to take the fact that I'm no longer every single day sending you a video reminding you to do the work? Does that mean that your business is going to stall? Because that says more about you than it does about anything else. Be disciplined. Get out of your own way. It does not take me being in a video every single day to tell you how to work your business. This is all stuff that I've taught you guys over the last 5 years, and it's all in the guides. I don't know if y'all realize that I literally broke down the guides over the last 30 days. So I took a 14-day system and I broke it down into 30 days. Y'all, all of this information to tell you how to do things and what to do and to be in your stories is in the guides. So get intentional, continue tracking your IPAs, but switch it up. Switch it up every week, okay? And by the end of February, have your PPA goal. And here's the thing, I am not a firm believer that your PPA needs to be high to be successful. Because to me, PV means more than PPA, because PV is what you're enrolling. PV is personal volume, okay? So that's personal customers. For me, I want my PPA. Yes, I want PPA on there, but more importantly, I want PV because I want to know that I'm being paid on personal customers, because that's a huge chunk of our paycheck. Okay. That's 28% for me. Okay. So think about that. So don't get down on yourself if your PPA is below 5. Work on getting that PPA up above 5, and then work on where your PV is at and set a goal. How much do you want to sell? Because remember, you're making 24%, or if you did the $800 pack and you were paid as a 200K, then you're doing 28% on that. Y'all, customer orders just became a lot more valuable, right? Like, think about it. When you realize that you're making 24% to 28% on one single order, they just became real valuable to you. Or when you look at promoter packs and you realize you're making anywhere from $30 to $140, promoter packs just became really valuable to you. Okay. And then you remember that you have 2 or more personally enrolled promoters, and you're like, oh my gosh, now I'm double dipping on that promoter pack and I'm making 10% or 20%. It just became a lot more valuable to you. So get to getting out of that busy work and really knowing how you're working and what you're doing, because at the end of the day, you're in control of this money. You just have to go do it. So go and do it. Okay, guys, we'll talk soon. Bye.